Hello and welcome to another edition of Chat About. First of all, I'll apologise if you're hearing no banging noises and crap going on. Outside, there's some guys digging up the road and crap like that, making a lot of noise, so I apologise in advance. Oh, and the dog's going mad as well, because somebody's come to the door. Happy days. Anyway, I'll try again. Anyway, as I was saying, today's edition of Chat About is all about an e-cig device. E-cig, people use e-cigs are a bit like ladies and handbags. You can never have enough e-cigs. Well, you can, but I've had for a long time a Geekvape device. I can't remember what it is. I've done a video on this one, and I've got to say it has been absolutely stunning. It's never let me down, never had any problems with it. The tank is brilliant, easy to fill, and all the rest of it. But it's a bit chunky, it's a bit big, takes 2 batteries, but it is stunning. It's the best e-cig I've ever had, and I've had a few, and I do enjoy using it. However, when I go out on my motorbike, or either doing other things sometimes, it can be a bit huge. So I wanted to get something that took 1 battery, preferably with a bigger capacity battery, similar kind of tank on it, and made by a company that I knew wouldn't fall apart. So I'm sorry, Smock. I don't like Smock anymore. Anyway, and various other companies I've never heard of, Vape and things like that. But I have had several of these Geekvape devices, and I find them to be of superb quality. So I wanted really a Geekvape, and I spotted this. It is the Geekvape Aegis Max. I spotted this on a shelf in a shop in Flint yesterday, and I decided I had to have one. And I'll open it up in a moment and tell you all about it. But first of all, let's look at the packaging. So there's the front of the box. This product contains nicotine, which is a highly addictive substance. I've said this before, and I'll say it on every video. What a load of bollocks. There's no nicotine in here. It's empty. Put juice in it, in the tank. Unless you've got nicotine in your juice, there's still no nicotine. How can they put that on there? That is a complete and utter load of crap. There's no nicotine in there. I don't dispute it's an addictive substance, but I do dispute there's a nicotine in it until you put it in it. Stupid. Other side of the box, there's a little bit of information about Geekvape. This side of the box just tells you what colour the device is, and this one's black space. On the back, it gives you some information about the device, which I'll read to you, or tell you the basic things anyway. It's a countful mesh coil. It's waterproof and shockproof, which is again a good thing if you're out on your bike and you're going to drop it. Not the bike, the device. Then it gets a bit small. So old fart like me, got to put my specs on. It is capable of taking the 18650 battery, which is a normal size battery. As I said, I wanted something that was a bit more high capacity, and this does take the 21700 batteries. So a bit fatter. This is a 21700 battery, and there you go. They do last a bit longer, I believe. Its maximum power is 100 watts. And in the box, you get 1 mod, 1 atomizer, 1 Geekvape coil, and a spare coil, I think. I think there's 1 pre-installed and 1 spare. We'll find out when we look in there. A coil tool, USB cable, spare glass tube, spare parts pack, 18650 battery adapter, and a battery door assist. And of course, there's also the security check that you can rub off to make sure that it's a genuine device. So, looking in the box, if I can open the damn thing, let's take it out of its sleeve. And it comes in a nice cardboard box embossed with Geekvape on the top of it. And in the box, well packed, is the device. Now I went for a black one with red stitching. So there's the device itself. It's single battery, fits in your hand nicely. Top of it, it's got a nice big plate for where the tank goes. This piece here with the leather stitching is a bit spongy. On the side of it here is metal, and it's held on by some Allen screws by the looks of it. On the bottom is the battery compartment, which you flip down that, I should imagine, and will it unscrew? Yes it does, but we'll put a battery and stuff in it in a minute. Control panel on the side here, some buttons, and under a flap somewhere I have seen here a flap for, which way it opens I don't know, a flap there for, there you go, a flap there for to plug USB in if you're going to plug it in to charge it in the device, which isn't recommended. They do recommend charging the batteries in a charger. And what I like about it though, all the black you can see other than this piece here, all this matte black here is all rubberized. So as I say, it's waterproof to a point I imagine, and shockproof. So that's great. What else do you get in the box? Also in the box there is a card with a warning and some warranty information in a nice little envelope. And put that away. There's a user manual, more pages than soft mic considering it's just for an e-cig. But I should actually tell you how to change your coil and all this kind of malarkey. There is now a cardboard box, and in that box, sorry, none of this fancy diving down onto a workbench and looking, there is a USB cable, which is micro USB, not USB-C unfortunately, but a USB cable, not very long, got to say. There is also in the box spare glass tube, which will be 2 millilitres, which is about as much use as a kick in the teeth. There is a bag with a small spanner in it and a load of seals. There is a little post thing, metal post thing, I'm not sure what that's for. At the moment, I'll have to read the book, and I hate reading books. Can't open the bag either. I'll tear it open, there you go. There is an adapter, so you can use either type of battery in it. Bit of a pain carrying that around, mind you, if you're using different batteries. And there is this little metal thing with knurled edge on it, just like a metal pin. I don't know what that's for, I'll find out. There is of course also the Z tank, which is an excellent tank that the Geekvape make. It's the same tank I've got on the other device, and I have got a Geekvape bubble glass to go into it, which will convert it from the ridiculous 2 millilitres that they impose in this country to 5 mil, which is a lot better. It's still not great, but it's a lot better. Brilliant tanks. To fill them, you just undo the top, fill in through the side holes, sling the top back on. Got adjustable air on the sides, you just twist that around. To change the tank, and I have done this, to change the coil, I have done this even when there's been juice in the thing. Literally all you do is you unscrew the bottom here, and if you, like I say, if you're careful, I have done it, and it comes off with the glass in place. I've left juice in there before now. The coil then just lifts out. This is the coil here. Another one pops in. and you screw that back on again. Make sure your seal stays in place, your little rubber seal. And like I say, I've done that with one of these, even though there's juice in it, and I've got away without spilling juice all over the place, and I don't know another e-cig device you can do that. Nice big thick mouthpiece on it as well, if you've got a big gob like me. And this one's black, and it's got the nice Geekvape logo on the side of it there. So all in all, very impressed with the thing. So the first thing I'm going to do is fit the bubble glass to the tank. Very, very easy to do. All you need to do, take off the mouthpiece, take off the airing. We don't need to, but you might drop it. Take off the bottom of the tank. Very easy. As I say, that's where the coil sits in there. You don't need to take the coil out. You just pulls out very, very easily. And then slide the glass off. And that's it. Glass is off. So let's get the new glass out of the box. Hope it's not broken, which it won't be. One bubble glass. Just as a comparison to the original glass. It's just a bit fatter, that's all. But it does give you an extra 2 or 3 mils. Hello. And all that happens then is making sure that you don't disturb these 2 rubber seals that are on here. You can see you can slide your bubble glass on, making sure the coil is in place, which it is. You then make sure the seals are in place. Do the bottom cover up on it again. Put the top back. Put the airing back in. Make sure it seats correctly, and it does drop down, so there you go, onto a couple of pins, and put the top back on. And there you go. Now there's a tank with the bubble glass, so it can hold just that little bit more juice. Much better than using the stock British government insisted 2 millilitre piece of crap. Why they insist on 2 mils, I don't know. It's madness. Absolutely madness. It just means you've got to fill it up more often. They're not, people aren't going to vape less because they've got a smaller tank. Bizarre. Anyway, so there it is. So what we're going to do is stick a bit of juice in it. And I'm looking around for my juice and I haven't got it. I'm going to go and get it. Back in a minute. So, what juice have I been using? I do like the Zeus juices. Yes, they're a little bit more expensive, but they're really nice. And this is Zeus Juice Vermilion, which is a cherry menthol flavour. I do need to get some more because it's doing a lot left. As I say, to fill up the tank, very, very easy. You undo the top piece, just twist off, and then into the little holes in the sides. You stick your adapter. Well, hang on. It'd be nice if the airing was on properly, wasn't it? I did say make sure it's on right, then I didn't. So you just drop that down into there. A little squeeze, and you can see it fills up very easy. I find if you twist it one side and another, just to let the juice go in. And fill it to the top. There you go. There's the tank filled up. Put the chimney back on it, and there it is. So I don't believe in pre-priming coils, taking them out and priming the coils. No point, because the juice is going to get to the coil just the same as you fill the tank. Only thing is, I would say, is just set it aside and leave it for a few minutes before you try vaping on it, otherwise you may burn it. So next thing is on the device. Let's undo the bottom of it. It is quite tough, I've got to say. But there you go, that's off. Bottom of it goes unscrews, and there's where the battery goes. Now I have got one of the bigger higher capacity batteries. I haven't charged it, so I don't know what's in it, but it's a 21700 4200 milliampere hour 3.75 volt battery. If you want to use the 18750s in this device, you do need to use an adapter, but I'm not going to put that in there for now. I'm going to put in my 21700. Now, which way does the battery go? Good question. Doesn't tell you really there, but on the bottom of the little thing you unscrew, there is a minus on it, I've noticed. So that obviously means positive, which is the nipply end and not the flat end. You always, make sure you stick your nipple in first, nipple down first, and then screw the waterproof, I presume, base back on, and it folds in flat. Nothing's happened yet. I presume I've got to turn it on, so let's turn the device on, and there it is. Now you've seen it before me. I've not seen that at all yet. So there it is, black and white. Doesn't need colour. What does it tell you? It tells you what coil is in it, and there's none yet. What amperage, what voltage, and how many puffs. And you can obviously turn your wattage up and down. There you go. So let's stick a coil on it, and then what will happen is, no doubt, it'll detect the coil going on, and it will tell me there's a new coil fitted, and ask me to. There you go. So it detected the fact there's a new coil fitted, and it's asking me if it's an old one or a new one. So you then use an up and down button, select which one it is. So it's a new coil. It's a 0.19 coil, and that's it. So there it is, ready to rock and roll. The battery does have 25% charge in it at 35 watts. On this coil, it does tell you somewhere how many watts it is best operated at. I normally find a sweet spot on the device I've got now about 58 watts. Or thereabouts. I think that's what I've got on this one at the moment. And what have I got on there at the moment? 56 watts. So let's stick this at. Let's stick this to 56 watts or thereabout. It goes quite quick if you hold your finger on the thing. And there is ways of locking the keys and stuff like that, so it don't go off in your pocket. I've got to say, it does feel very good in my hand. Very comfortable in the hand, not over heavy. There you go. So let's have a toke on the thing and see what it's like. If I choke to death, sorry. Lovely, 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 lovely flavour, this juice, and this does it justice. A good vapour, nice drag on it. Doesn't take a long time to to warm up or anything. It's lovely. So, plenty of clouds if you're into clouds. Lots of flavour. It isn't too heavy. As I say, I'm not sure if I said how much I paid for the thing. I have seen this device or very similar ones for sale in some shops at around £70 without a battery. I paid $49.99 for it and $9.99 for the battery, and I am very, very impressed, as I am with every Geekvape device that I've tried so far. It is superb. I say, not too heavy, rubberized. The only thing that's really vulnerable on the thing is the I've just noticed I've just broken a seal on the thing, so little rubber seal there, look, has just broken. And that's not the one that holds the juice in, that's the one for the airflow at the top. So I'm going to replace that quickly, but nonetheless, even without that, which I haven't got it on there now, I've just pulled it off. You just adjust your airflow here. It just means it turns very, very easily without that on it. So I'll put a new one of them on there, but I like the airflow way open. It is really, really nice. So I'll replace that seal, and I think I'm going to enjoy using this. And my first reaction to it is, wow, another really good device by Geekvape. So if you're looking for a small, rubberized, shockproof, waterproof device, like they say waterproof, but I wouldn't use it if water got in the top of it in the mouthpiece. But if you're looking for a device like this, I can highly recommend this one from Geekvape, the Aegis Max. Like I say, I've said before and I've said again, please don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe to my videos. It means a lot to me. And if you've got a device you'd like me to review, a hotel you'd like me to visit and review, or a restaurant or anything like that, cafe, butty bar, don't care, provided it's within travelling distance from North Wales, please do drop me a line at chataboutvideos@gmail.com and talk to me about it. So there you go. Thanks for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this edition of Chat About. Take care now.